in our financial situation. I spent the majority of my life living paycheck to paycheck, including when all three of my children were born, and I didn't have access to a single paid day off for any of them. So we made the choice that, I had a baby, had a C-section on Monday, I was back in the courtroom on Friday. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. This is not a luxury, it's a necessity. I've heard it called, Cadillac plan, or, you should have planned ahead, you should have had a different job. That's just not the reality of our situation in this country. In Pennsylvania, it's not the reality for our workforce. We talk about a lot in this building about workforce development. We talk a lot in this building about making life easier for families. This is certainly one of the most impactful things that we could do as a legislature to make life easier for families, so that you're not faced with that difficult decision of, do I want to have an infection after this surgery by going back to work? And let me tell you, the difference between having kids and having no paid leave to I had an emergency spinal surgery in 2021 when I was doing this job. I didn't have to worry. I spent 3 weeks recovering because that's where I needed to be. That's where my doctor said I needed to be. I didn't have to come here. I didn't have to miss a paycheck. And it really was a luxury, but it shouldn't be. Everybody should have access to that, not just us as a legislature, not just the few, it's about 25% that actually have access to paid family leave in the state. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. I'd encourage a yes vote